Good afternoon, students. Today, let's start with our English grammar. Before starting today's topic, we will have a short recap. Let's recap. In the last topic, we had learned about the singular and plural nouns. Hope you all have understood that topics very well. Now, here we will start with our today's new topic. But before starting with it, I will show you all some pics related to our today's topic. That is chapter number 7, the articles a and the. So just see your students. Just tell me now which pic is this. Okay, good. So this is a pic of a pencil. A pencil. I repeat again, a pencil. See the next pic now. Just tell me which pic is this. Yes, correct. This is the pic of a giraffe. I repeat again, a giraffe. See the next one now. Now tell me, students, which pic is this? Yes, correct. This is a pic of a river. A river. I repeat again, a river. So, what we have seen here in all these examples that we use the article a before singular words that start with a consonant sound. I repeat again, we use the article a before singular words that start with a consonant sound. As in the pics shown you of a pencil, a giraffe and a river, in this the first letter of every word is a consonant. For example, in a pencil, the first letter of pencil P is a consonant. Giraffe, the first letter of the word giraffe G is a consonant. And river, the first letter of the word river R is a consonant. So that's why we had used the article a, that is a pencil, a giraffe, a river. Understood, students? Now see the next. Tell me, students, now which pic is this? Yes, correct. It is an apple. An apple. I repeat, an apple. See the next pic. Tell me, students, now which pic is this? Yes, correct. It is an orange. An orange. I repeat, an orange. See the another one. Tell me now, which pic is this? Yes, very correct it is. It is a pic of an umpire. An umpire. I repeat, an umpire. So, what we have seen here in all these examples that we use the article and before singular words that start with a vowel sound. I repeat, we use the article and before the singular words that start with a vowel sound. Do you all know, students, one thing that A, E, I, O and U are the vowels. Very important. I repeat again. A, E, I, O and U are the vowels. The other 21 letters of the alphabet are the consonants. So, as in the pics shown you of an apple, an orange and an umpire, in this the first letter of every word that is vowel. That's why we had used the article an over here. For example, an apple. The first letter of the word apple is A, and A is a vowel. In an orange, the first letter of the word orange is O. So, O is a vowel. So, that's why we had used an orange. And the first letter of the word umpire is U. So, we had used an umpire. So, in this, the first letter of every word is the vowel. That's why we had used the article an, that is an apple, an orange, an umpire. Understood, students? We also use the article and before singular words that start with an H, that is silent. I repeat, we also use the article and before singular words that start with an H, that is silent. For example, an R. Here in the word R, H is silent. That's why we use the article an before the singular word that start with an H, that is silent. That is an R. The next example in this, an honest person. Again in this example also, honest, that is H is silent. That's why we use the article an before singular word that start with an. H, that is silent. That is an honest person. Understood, students? Now see something more. Now tell me, students, which pic is this? Yes, correct. This is the pic of the broken window. The broken window. I repeat, the broken window. See the next one now. Tell me now which pic is this? Yes, correct. This is a pic of the country I visited. The country I visited. I repeat, the country I visited. See the next now. Pic of. Which pic is this? Yes, correct. This is a pic of the story of the rabbits. The story of the rabbits. I repeat, the story of the rabbits. So, what we have seen here in this example is that we use the article the when we are speaking about a particular person, place, animal, or a thing. I repeat again, we use the article the when we are speaking about a particular person, place, animal, or a thing. As in the pics shown you all of the broken window, the country I visited, and the story of the rabbits. Here, the article the is used when we are speaking about a particular person, place, animal, or a thing. As the window denoted to the particular thing. The country I visited denoted to a place, and the story of the rabbits denoted to the animals. So now, listen very carefully what I am saying now. We also use the article a or an when we speak about something for the first time. I repeat again, we use the article a or an when we speak about something for the first time. And when we speak about it again, we use the. Very important. When we speak about it again, we use the. I repeat again, we use the article a or an when we speak about something for the first time. And when we speak about it again, we use the. I would like to show you some examples. Just see example number 1. A little bird flew to a tree. Now, in this example 1, we had used article a when we speak about something for the first time. Okay. See the second example now. The little bird was wet. Now, in this example too, we had used article the. Why? Because when we speak about it again, we will use the article the, as you will see that the word little bird has been repeated here again. So we had used the article the here. In the example 3, the tree had no leaves on it. Again we had used the article the, because again that word tree has been repeated here again. So we had used the article the in this example. So whenever we speak about it again, we use the article the over here. So hope you all have understood all these concepts very well. Now let's do some activities. That is activity number 1. Write a or an in the blank. The first one. Dash horse. A horse. Now here the first letter of a word horse is H, and H is a consonant. So we use the article a before singular word, that is a horse. Now see the second one, students. Dash yak. Now what will come in the dash? A yak. Here the first letter of a word yak is Y, and Y is a consonant. So we use the article a before the singular word, that is a yak. Now see the third one. Dash honor. Now an honor. Here the first letter of a word honor is H, and H is silent here. So we use the article an before the singular word, that is an honor. Fourth one, dash uncle. Now what will come in this blank? An uncle. Here the first letter of a word uncle is U, and U is a vowel. So we use the article and here before the singular word, that is an uncle. See the fifth one now. Dash eagle. What will come in this dash now? An eagle. Here, the first letter of a word eagle is E, and E is the vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an eagle. See the sixth one now. Dash old shoe. Now here, what will come in this dash? An old shoe. Here, the first letter of a word old is O, and O is a vowel. So we use the article an before the singular word, that is an old shoe. Now seventh one, dash igloo. Now again what in this dash? An igloo. Here again the first letter of a word igloo is I, and I is a vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an igloo. Eighth one, dash ox. Now again here an ox. Here the first letter of a word ox is O, and O is a vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an ox. Ninth one, dash mouse. Now here a mouse will come. Here the first letter of a word mouse is M, and M is a consonant. So we use the article a before the singular word, that is a mouse. Now 10th one, just see, dash open door. What will come in this dash? An open door. Now here the first letter of a word open is O, and O is a vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an open door. 11th one, dash child. Now what will come in this dash? A child. Here the first letter of a word child is C and C is a consonant. So we use the article A before the singular word, that is a child. Now see the 12th one, dash island. Now what will come in this dash? An island. Here the first letter of a word island is I and I is the vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an island. Now next 13th one, dash hourglass. Here the first letter an hourglass. Here the first letter of a word R is H and H is silent here. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an hourglass. Dash engine, 14th one. Again what will come in this blank? An engine. Here the first letter of a word engine is E and E is a vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an engine. See the 15th one now, dash Indian. Now again what will come in this dash? An engine. Here the first letter of a word Indian is I and I is the vowel. So we use the article and before the singular word, that is an engine. The last one C, 16th one, dash bench. Now what will come in this bench? Dash a bench. Here the first letter of a word bench is B and B is a consonant. So we use the article A before the singular word, that is a bench. So I hope all have understood this activity number 1 very well. Now after this, let's move on to our next activity now, that is activity number 2. Now here are the 3 short stories, that is write a, an or the in the blanks. Here we will discuss the 3 stories in short one by one. Just see the first one. Once there was dash farmer. Now what will come in this dash? Which article will come? Yes, correct. A farmer. Why a? Because the very first letter of the word farmer is F and F is a consonant. So we will use the article A over here. He had dash large field. Again we will use article A here, a large field. Why a? Because again large, the very first letter of large is L and L is a consonant. So we will use A article here. Late one evening, he saw dash old wolf in one corner. Now dash, what will come here in this dash? We'll use article N over here because the first letter of that singular word is O and O is a vowel. So we will use the article N over here. In one corner of dash field. Now here we will use article the field as the is related to the as field, the field. Field word is related to a place. So we will use the article the over here. The farmer was worried. What was he to do? Again, here we had used article the because again farmer word is repeated here. So article the we will use, that is the farmer. So in this paragraph or a story, we had used articles a and the wherever necessary, as a is used before the singular word if a singular word's first letter is a consonant, and the article and is used before a singular word if a singular word first letter is a vowel or if it is silent. Article the is used when we are speaking about a particular person, place, animal or a thing. Now in this story there is a field. So word field. So we had used article the field because field is a place, and one more word farmer. We had used article the farmer because farmer is a word repeated again here. So when we speak about it again, we use the article the, that is the farmer. So I hope you all have understood this activity. Let's move on to the next story, that is story number 2. Jill was dash little girl of 7. Now what will come in this dash? Which article we will use here? A. A little girl. Again, why a article here? Because the very first letter of the singular word little is L, and L is a consonant. So we had used the article A over here. One day she saw dash tiny kitten. Now again here we will use article a because the word tiny, very first letter of the singular word tiny is T, and T is the consonant. So we had used the article a here. In dash garden. Now here we will use article the because the garden. Garden here is related to a place outside her house. The kitten. Now again here we will use the word the because kitten refers to the animal was shivering. Jill took the kitten. The. Why we will use here article the in the blank. The kitten. Why? Because when we speak about it again, we will use article the here as the word kitten is repeated here again. So we had used the article the here, that is the kitten, into dash house. Into the house. Again we had used article here the because again house is related to the place. So in this paragraph or a story, we had used the articles a, the, wherever necessary, as a is used before the singular word if a singular word's first letter is a consonant. Article the is used when we are speaking about a particular person, place, animal or thing, or when we speak about it again. So in this story, there is a word kitten. So we had used the article the kitten because kitten is an animal, and when we speak about it again, we use the article the. And one more word garden and house is there. So for that also we had used the article the garden, the house, because garden and house both is a place. So article the is used when we are speaking about a particular place. So I hope you all have understood this activity also. Now let's move on to our last story of this activity number 2. That is story number 3. There is dash house. Now what will come here in this dash? As the article a we had used here near my building. Why? Because house, the very first letter of the singular word house is H. So we had used the article a over here. It belongs to dash officer. Now what? Which article will come here? And. Because officer first letter is O and O is a vowel. So who is retired? None of us likes to pass by dash house. Now which article will use here? The. Because house is related to, as the word house is repeated here again, so we had used article the here. If we see dash officer, now again here article the is used because as the word officer is also repeated here again, so we had used article the here. In the garden we feel very nervous. So in this paragraph or a story, we had used articles a and the wherever necessary, as a is used before the singular word, and if a singular word's first letter is a consonant. Article an is used before a singular word if a singular word's first letter is a vowel. or if it is silent. Article the is used when we speak about it again. Now, in this story, there is a word house repeated again. So we had used article the house because house is repeated again, and one more word officer. So we had used article the officer because officer is also repeated again here in this story. So I hope all of you have understood this activity also very well. With this, we finish our this topic, the articles a and the. Hope all have understood this topic very well along with its activities. Thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.